Hussein did not find anything peculiar about the lake, which was quite shallow. There were a lot of grass growing in the water and around the lake. Otherwise, there was nothing special about it. Maybe the guy is a neat freak and went down for a shower. But then it should have left its mount. Hussein could not tell the reason and decided to forget about it. He took up the diamond sword and summoned Meowth, charging the creature in the form of Bloody Slayer. Hussein and Meowth fought the creature together, but they could only last for about 20 minutes. The spear skills of the creature were so great that Hussein's arms were only still functioning thanks to jade skin and sparticle. Even his sacred blood armor was broken. Hussein did not hesitate to fly away and take back Meowth. If it were not for Meowth, Hussein could not even last 20 minutes. With his wings saving him each time, Hussein fought the creature once in a while for a week. Brother, it doesn't make sense to continue. How about we seek other people's help? Lu Weinan saw Hussein continue to fail, and became worried. Although Hussein would not die, it was clear that he was not a creature's match. Although Hussein kept failing, he started to understand the weird spear skills of the creature. Now he was even more interested in the spear skills than the creature itself. The spear of the creature would not only spin, but it could spin both clockwise and counterclockwise. When it was spun clockwise, anything touching it would bounce off. When it was spun counterclockwise, anything touching it would be drawn in. This was similar to yin-yang blast, which could reach the same effect by combining the yin force and yang force. Like yin-yang blast, the clockwise and counterclockwise spin also depended a lot on understanding the opponent's psychology, which was similar to black and white boxing. The sacred blood creature was formidable in that it could always use the spinning force spot on, which puzzled Hussein. Hussein was a master of tricking his opponent, yet the creature could always predict his movements and use the corresponding force. Can it really read my mind? Thought Hussein. Lu Weinan was very upset and said to Hussein, "Brother, you keep trying. I will hunt some mutant creatures nearby and try to spot other sacred blood creatures." These days, Lu Weinan had seen countless failures of Hussein's and now he had given up. Even with more help, these two sacred blood creatures could hardly be killed. With their speed and strength, even a large group of people could not block them from running away. Hussein agreed and was still thinking why the sacred blood creature could see through his mind. He thought over all the fights with this creature in these days and was even more certain that the creature could see through his mind. Otherwise, it was impossible for the creature to make the right decision every single time. If it really could read my mind, then regular attacks would not work, thought Hussein, touching his chin. If he wanted to beat the creatures, the only way was to conceal the actual force he was using. Even if the sacred blood creature could see through one's mind, best it could do was to tell the target of the attack, instead of what kind of force would be used. In order to achieve that, yin-yang blast was a great option. With the same strike, the yin force and yang force would create completely different effect, which was perfect to beat this creature with. However, Hussein was still worried. Unfortunately, I have just started with the yin-yang blast, and could not even use it to its full potential. In the next 2 days, Hussein fought with the creatures multiple times, and was even more certain that the creature could tell what his target was. Hussein had to start practicing yin-yang blast, which was the only method through which he could kill the creatures alone. More people would not really be a help, because the creatures could always manage to run away. Not to mention Hussein was not really willing to share with other people such special sacred blood creatures. It was fairly easy for Hussein to practice yin-yang blast because he had already accumulated a large number of geno points. However, to switch between the yin force and yang force was not easy. Hussein had gained some experience in switching forces during his fight with the creatures and made some progress. However, it still took him more than half a month to reach the first phase of yin-yang blast and use the forces properly.